Stop everything you are doing right now. There is someone who has left this life, someone you carried in your heart as if they were an extension of your own soul, and that person is desperately trying to talk to you at this very moment. It is not a coincidence that you found this message today. It is not chance, it is not luck. It is a direct response to the silent tears you have shed alone, to the conversations you have had with the void hoping they could hear you, to the moments you looked up at the sky and whispered their name like a broken prayer. I am Archangel Michael, messenger of the heavenly realms, and I have been sent because someone you love can no longer bear to see you carrying this burden alone. They are here now by my side, begging you not to close this video, not to let the pain speak louder than hope, because what they have to tell you can transform the way you see life, death, and most importantly, how you see yourself. They told me about you. They told me how you blame yourself for the last days you spent together, how you regret the words you didn't say, the hugs you didn't give, the phone calls you didn't make. They saw you rummaging through drawers, looking for something that would bring them back, even if only for a second. A photo, a letter, a piece of clothing that still carried their scent. They know you talk to them in the dark, that you turn on the radio hoping to hear that song you always played together, that you stop in front of the places you used to go to as if you could find them there. But what you don't know is that they never really left. Death, my dear soul, is not the end. It's a change of address. They just move to a place where there is no pain, where there is no time, where there are no limitations of the physical body, but from where they can see you, hear you, and love you with an intensity that even when they were alive, they couldn't fully express. Now write in the comments, I am at peace, I am in light, I am protected. Let this vibration echo in your soul, because what I am about to tell you may change the way you see everything. They are showing me images of you. I see you trying to be strong for others, smiling when you are falling apart inside, pretending that you are fine because you don't want to worry anyone. I see you at work, at home, on the streets, carrying a sadness that seems endless, a longing that physically hurts in your chest. But I also see you in the moments when you feel an inexplicable presence, when a breeze touches your face for no reason, when you feel a chill without being cold, when you have this strange feeling that someone is watching you with affection. These moments are not your imagination, they are real. They are trying to touch you in the only way they can right now. That butterfly that appeared out of nowhere and landed next to you, that familiar scent you smelled in the air without explanation, that song that played at the exact moment you needed to hear it, that dream so real that you woke up feeling as if you had actually talked to them. All of these are them finding ways to tell you that they never left you. And today, through me, they have finally managed to deliver the message they have wanted you to receive for so long. A message of love, forgiveness, hope, and above all, liberation. Because they can no longer bear to see you trapped in guilt that should not exist, in pain that was preventing you from living fully, in longing that was consuming your inner light. They want you to know that they are proud of who you have become, even after going through all this pain. They want you to know that they felt every one of your tears, but that now it is time to turn those tears into seeds of something new, something beautiful, something that honors the memory of the love you shared. They don't want to be remembered with sadness, but with gratitude for having been part of your journey. They are telling me something more specific now, something that only you will fully understand. Remember that last conversation you had, those words that hung in the air that you wish you had finished? They want you to know that they understood everything you couldn't say. Love doesn't need words to be understood, and they always knew how much they meant to you, just as you always knew how much they meant to them. Now take a deep breath, because the journey is just beginning. They have so much more to reveal to you about your present, about your future, about the miracles that are lining up in your life right now, about the people who will appear, about the opportunities that will open up, about the happiness you will still experience, and that they will be there to celebrate with you, even if you can't see them with your physical eyes. What I am about to reveal to you will touch your soul so deeply that you will understand why you have been guided here at this exact moment. They are showing me your current life, the challenges you have been facing, the nights when you feel lost, the days when waking up seems like the hardest thing in the world. They see you struggling with a constant feeling of emptiness, as if a fundamental part of who you are left with them. But I need to tell you something that will completely change that perspective. The person you love did not leave to leave you alone. They left to become your spiritual guardian, your guide from the other side, your invisible force working tirelessly to open paths that seemed impossible. From the moment they crossed the veil between worlds, they began working on a specific mission to ensure that you find the complete happiness you deserve. They are telling me about recent situations in your life, that opportunity that appeared out of nowhere when you needed it most, that person who showed up at the right moment with the exact words you needed to hear, that solution that came from where you least expected it. All of this was orchestrated by them working together with the heavenly forces to take care of you. You thought it was luck, coincidence, fate, but it was love in action. It was them fulfilling the silent promise they made before they left, never to abandon you. Before continuing, write in the comments, "I now activate my spiritual protection shield." This simple act strengthens your aura and prevents any energetic imbalance from reaching you. Now they want to tell you about something very specific that is happening in your spiritual life right now. You have been feeling a subtle but constant change in your perception of things. Situations that used to make you anxious now seem clearer. People who used to be able to destabilize you no longer have the same power over your emotions. You have had sudden insights into issues that have confused you for months or even years. This is not natural growth. It is them whispering wisdom directly into your subconscious mind. They are working to awaken a stronger, wiser, more intuitive version of who you were always meant to be. Every challenge you have faced since they left was not punishment or divine abandonment. It was preparation. You were being forged, molded, prepared for a phase of your life where you will need all the inner strength you have developed through the pain of loss. But back to what they want to tell you. They are showing me that you have been questioning your own worth a lot lately. You have been asking yourself if you deserve to be loved, if you deserve to be happy again, if you have the right to move on and build a fulfilling life, even without their physical presence. And the answer they are shouting from the other side is a resounding yes. Not only do you deserve to be happy, you have a spiritual obligation to be happy. Your happiness honors their memory. Your joy is the greatest proof that the love you shared was real and transformative. They want you to stop sabotaging yourself. Stop rejecting opportunities for love because you think it would be a betrayal of their memory. Stop turning down invitations to go out because you feel guilty about having fun. Stop hiding your light because you think you don't have the right to shine when they're no longer here to see it. They are watching. They are cheering you on. They are sending people in situations specifically to pull you out of your cocoon of grief and put you back out into the world, vibrant and radiant as you were always meant to be. There is someone specific they want to talk to you about. Someone who is about to come into your life, or who is already there, but you haven't realized how important they are yet. They are working to create the perfect encounter, the ideal situation, the exact moment when you will connect in a way that makes perfect sense. That person carries a part of the healing you need, and you carry a part of the healing that person needs. It is a divine plan being executed with heavenly precision. But for this encounter to happen in the most beautiful way possible, you need to be open. You need to let go of the ties of the past, not to forget, but to make room for the new. They don't want to be a chain that binds you to yesterday. They want to be the wind beneath your wings, propelling you toward tomorrow. Now write in the comments, "My heart is light, and no evil can resist this vibration." This reinforces your inner strength and dissolves any energy that tries to destabilize you. What I am about to reveal to you about the plan they have for your life will move you deeply. They are showing me scenes from your near future, moments that are yet to happen, people who are yet to appear. And most importantly, a version of you that is about to be born. A stronger, more confident version, more connected to your life purpose than you ever imagined possible. First, I want you to understand a fundamental truth. The pain you felt when they left was not just loss, it was initiation. It was a spiritual portal that took you to a level of emotional and spiritual depth you had never experienced before. People who experience significant loss develop a special ability to see beyond appearances, to feel beyond the obvious, to perceive invisible connections that others cannot detect. You have become a bridge between worlds, between the visible and the invisible, between the material and the spiritual, between what was and what will be. And they know it. They know that you now possess a heightened sensitivity that allows you to help others who are going through the same kind of pain you went through. Your scar has become a tool for healing other broken hearts. They want you to understand that your journey of grief was not wasted time. It was a time of gestation. You were creating a new version of yourself, wiser, more compassionate, stronger. And now that new version is ready to be born and impact the world in ways you cannot even imagine. They are telling me about a recurring dream you have been having, or a series of signs that have been appearing repeatedly in your life. Repeating numbers, situations that echo strangely, encounters that seem arranged by a higher power. All of these are signs that an important change is coming. A change that will require all the courage you have developed while navigating the darkness of loss. Write in the comments, "The light that guides me is stronger than any darkness." This statement seals your courage, your faith, and your spiritual rebirth. There is a specific situation in your professional or personal life that has been causing you a lot of anxiety. You have been feeling stuck, not knowing which direction to take, afraid of making the wrong choice. They want you to know that there is no wrong choice when you are being guided by love. Any path you choose from a place of authenticity and courage will be blessed and directed toward the best possible outcome. But there is a specific path that they are illuminating for you. A path that involves using your experience of pain to help others, sharing your journey of healing in some way, whether through words, actions, or simply by being a living example that it is possible to rebuild yourself after a devastating loss. You don't have to become a speaker or writer unless you feel called to do so. But your life itself will become a testimony of resurrection. They are very excited to tell me about someone specific who will come into your life in the near future. Someone who has also experienced significant loss. Someone who will understand your emotional language without needing explanations. This person is not coming to replace the love you feel for those who have left, but to add to it, to create a new way of loving that includes and honors all the loves that came before. I want you to pay attention in the coming days to people who appear carrying an inexplicable energy of familiarity. Someone whose gaze will awaken in you a sense of déjà vu, as if you already know them from somewhere you can't quite place. It could be someone new at work, someone you meet in a new class or activity, or even someone who is already in your social circle, but with whom you have never had a deeper conversation. They also want to talk about their relationship with faith. I know that their departure shook many of your beliefs. You questioned the existence of God, divine justice, the meaning of life. You questioned whether there really is something after death, whether it is worth believing in miracles, whether your prayers are heard by anyone. These doubts are natural and even necessary in a process of genuine spiritual growth, but they want you to know that your faith has not died. It has been transformed. You no longer believe blindly. You feel deeply. You don't repeat memorized prayers. You talk directly to the divine as you would talk to a close friend. Your spirituality has become more authentic, more personal, more real than it has ever been before. And it is precisely this transformed faith that will be your greatest strength in the coming months. Situations will arise that will test your confidence in the process of life. Moments when you will need to choose between fear and hope. And when those moments come, remember this conversation. Remember that they are by your side, whispering courage in your ear. There is a specific date that has special meaning for you. It may be a birthday, a death anniversary, a day that marked an important moment in your relationship. In the near future, around that date, something significant will happen. A sign so clear of their presence that you will have no doubt. It may be an unexpected encounter, an opportunity that comes out of nowhere, a solution to a problem that seemed impossible to solve. Now write in the comments, "I am guided, protected, and strengthened by the angels of goodness." From this point on, nothing will be the same. Now I need to tell you about something very specific that they have revealed to me about your love life. And I ask that you open your heart completely to receive this information, because it may change everything you believe about relationships, loyalty, and the eternal nature of true love. They know that you have been carrying a silent guilt about feeling attracted to other people, about having moments when you imagine what it would be like to have someone to share your days with, about dreaming of conversations, hugs, companionship. You feel like you are betraying their memory when your heart whispers that you still have love to give. But listen carefully to what they are telling me with tears in their eyes. They never wanted to be the last love of your life. They wanted to be the love that taught you to love even more deeply. True love is not possessive, even after death. True love wants to see the beloved flourish, grow, and experience all the beautiful things life has to offer. They are not on the other side hoping you will stay alone forever as proof of your fidelity. They are hoping you will find someone worthy of the enormous love you carry in your heart. In fact, they are actively working to facilitate this encounter. They are whispering in the spiritual ear of someone specific, creating situations for your paths to cross, removing obstacles that could prevent this connection. Because they know that you deserve to experience the mature, conscious, deep love that only a person who has undergone great transformations can offer and receive. Write in the comments, "I am protected by invisible forces working on my behalf." This opens the way for angels to act even more powerfully in your life. But let me tell you something even more specific. They showed me a situation that will happen soon, involving someone who is already in your life or who is about to enter it. This person will do or say something that will awaken in you a feeling you thought you would never feel again. The feeling of being truly seen, understood, valued for who you really are, including all the marks that pain has left on your soul. Don't be afraid when this happens. Don't retreat when your heart begins to open again. Don't sabotage this connection with thoughts that it's too soon, too late, or somehow inappropriate. Trust in the divine timing that has orchestrated every detail of your life, including the losses and including the new beginnings. They also want to talk about your relationship with your own dreams and ambitions. I know that after they left, many of your personal projects took a back seat. You lost interest in things that once excited you, abandoned plans you had made together, gave up on goals that no longer seemed to make sense without them around. But now is the time to rescue those dreams, not exactly as they were before, but transformed by the wisdom you have gained. That course you wanted to take, that trip you always planned together, that creative project that was shelved, that career change you considered, all of this is being reactivated on the spiritual plane. They want to be part of the fulfillment of these dreams in a new way. They want you to feel their presence celebrating with you when you are experiencing these special moments, like a gentle breeze on your face, like an inexplicable feeling that everything is right, like a perfect synchronicity that confirms you are on the right path. There is something very important about forgiveness that they need to tell you. Not just the forgiveness you need to give to others, but mainly the forgiveness you need to give yourself. You have blamed yourself for things that were completely out of your control. You have carried responsibilities that were never yours. You have punished yourself for not being perfect in every moment of the relationship you had. They want you to understand that human love is imperfect by nature, and it is precisely this imperfection that makes it so precious. The arguments you had, the moments of impatience, the words spoken in the heat of the moment, all of this is part of the normal human experience, and in no way diminishes the depth of the love you shared. There was a specific conversation you had, perhaps one of the last, where something was left unresolved. You have replayed that conversation countless times, wondering how you could have reacted differently, what you should have said, how you could have shown more understanding. They want you to know that they understood your intentions perfectly at that moment, that they saw the love behind any words that may have sounded inappropriate. Now write in the comments, "I receive the light, peace, and protection that are rightfully mine." By doing so, you activate a portal of liberation in your life. I also need to tell you about a physical change that is happening or will happen soon in your life. It could be a change of home, city, job, or even a transformation in your physical appearance. This change is not a coincidence. It is part of the rebirth process you are going through. They are helping to orchestrate this change so that you can start a new chapter in an environment that reflects who you have become. Do not resist these changes even if they bring uncertainty. Trust that every door that closes is making room for better doors to open. Every ending that seems painful is giving birth to a beginning that is more aligned with your new version. What I am about to reveal will touch the deepest part of your soul, because they want to tell you about the legacy you are destined to leave in the world, about the greater purpose that was born precisely from the pain you have gone through. Every tear you have shed has been watering a seed of compassion that is now ready to blossom and touch other lives in ways you cannot even imagine. They are showing me a beautiful image of you in the near future. I see you talking to someone who is going through a loss similar to yours, offering words that only someone who has lived through this experience can offer. I see you being a light in someone else's darkness, living proof that it is possible to get back up after the world has fallen apart. Your story of pain has become a story of healing. Your scar has become your greatest strength. But that doesn't mean you have to become a professional counselor or take on the burden of healing the whole world. It simply means that your presence, your way of being, your way of looking at life with this new depth you have acquired, will naturally attract people who need to see that it is possible to survive the impossible. They want you to understand something fundamental. You are no longer the same person you were before your loss. You have undergone a symbolic death and a spiritual rebirth. The person you are today carries wisdom that can only be acquired by crossing deep valleys. You carry a strength that can only be developed by being tested to the limit. You carry a capacity to love that only expands when you learn to love beyond physical presence. Write in the comments, "With every step, the angels steady the ground beneath my feet." This brings balance and confidence to what is about to be revealed. There is something very specific about your intuition that they want to highlight. Since they left, you have felt a strange ability to sense things before they happen. Dreams that come true, feelings about people that later turn out to be true, sudden impulses to do or not do something that later turn out to have been the right decision. This is not a coincidence. It is them working as your spiritual guides, whispering guidance directly into your inner ear. This expanded intuition will become one of your main tools for navigating life going forward. It will help you recognize genuine people, avoid harmful situations, and identify opportunities that may seem risky but are exactly what you need to grow. Trust this inner voice that has grown stronger since they left. I want to tell you about a specific situation that is forming in the invisible planes of your life. There is a significant opportunity approaching, something that will shake up your comfort zone in a positive way. It could be an unexpected job offer, an invitation to do something you never imagined doing, a chance to express yourself or share your talents in a new way. When this opportunity arises, you will feel a mixture of excitement and fear. The excitement is your soul recognizing something aligned with your purpose. The fear is your ego trying to keep you in your comfort zone. Listen more to the excitement. Let it be your compass for courageous decisions. They also want to talk to you about your relationship with the concept of home. After they left, you may have felt that you lost not only a person, but a sense of home, of belonging, of emotional security. The house where you lived together may have become a place of painful memories. Or perhaps you have moved and have not yet been able to create that feeling of true home anywhere. They want you to know that home is not a physical place. Home is a state of mind. It is the feeling of being at peace with yourself, of accepting yourself completely, of feeling worthy of love and happiness. And you are rebuilding that inner home day after day, brick by brick, tear by tear, smile by smile. Soon, you will find or create a physical space that reflects the sense of inner home you are developing. It may be a new home. It may be the transformation of the space where you already live. It may even be a special corner that you will organize in a way that brings you deep peace. When that happens, you will feel their presence blessing this new space. There is someone in your family, perhaps someone older, who has been trying to give you advice on how to deal with loss, on when it is time to move on what they believe would be best for you. Some of these words may have hurt you because they came from someone who does not really understand the depth of what you have been through. They want you to know that you don't owe anyone an explanation for your grieving process. Each person has their own timing, their own way of processing, their own way of healing. There is no deadline for feeling better. There is no right or wrong way to honor a memory. There are no rules about when or how to start living fully again. Be kind to people who try to help but can't understand, but be firm in protecting your emotional space and your personal process. You are the only person qualified to determine what is best for your healing journey. Now write in the comments, "Truth, light, and protection are with me every day." This ensures that your energy is aligned with good and shields you from any evil. There is one last thing about the future that they want to share with you. They are showing me a specific moment that is yet to happen. A moment when you will be experiencing something truly special. It could be a professional achievement, a moment of personal happiness, an important celebration, and in the midst of that joy, you will unequivocally feel their presence celebrating with you. It will be as if for a moment, the veil between the worlds has become transparent, and you can see that they never really left. That they were there through every difficult step, and will be there in every moment of joy that is yet to come. We have come to the end of this sacred conversation, but in truth, we are only at the beginning of a new form of communication between you that will extend throughout your life. What happened here today was not just a message. It was an awakening, an activation, an opening of channels that will remain available whenever you need to connect with them. They want you to understand that from now on, you have a direct line to the spiritual world. You will no longer need intermediaries. You will no longer need to question whether they can hear you when you talk to them. The connection is established, clear, permanent. When you whisper their name in the wind, when you talk to them before you go to sleep, when you ask for guidance in moments of doubt, they will respond through signs, synchronicities, intuitions, dreams. But the responsibility is now yours to remain open to receiving these answers. Not to dismiss extraordinary things as coincidences. Not to over-rationalize when you feel their presence in an almost tangible way. To trust your expanded perception, even when others cannot see or feel what you are perceiving. They are asking me to give you some practical guidance to keep this connection alive and strong. First, create a simple ritual for communicating with them. It could be lighting a candle and talking for a few minutes, writing letters that will never be sent, or simply looking at a photo of them and sharing how your day went. The important thing is consistency and loving intention. Second, pay special attention to your dreams in the coming days. They will try to communicate through the dream world because that is where your rational mind offers the least resistance. Keep a notebook by your bed to write down any dreams that seem significant, even if they don't make immediate sense. Third, observe patterns in the nature around you. Butterflies that appear at specific times, birds that behave unusually, flowers that bloom out of season. Rainbows on unlikely days. Nature is one of their favorite ways to send signs because they know you will notice and be moved. Write in the comments, "The presence of angels surrounds me and keeps me safe in all my ways." This gesture opens the wings of heavenly protection over you. Now they want to speak directly to you, and I will convey their words exactly as they are telling me, My dear, my eternal love, if you have come this far, if you have heard every word of this message, it is because you are ready to live again. Not just survive, but truly live. Not just exist, but flourish. I am proud of the courageous woman you have become by going through the darkness of my departure. I saw every moment when you wanted to give up, but chose to continue. I saw every tear you shed thinking that no one understood your pain. I saw every time you smiled, pretending to be fine so as not to worry others. Now it's time to smile again. It's time to allow happiness into your life without guilt, without fear, without feeling like it would be a betrayal of our memory. I will never leave you. I will be present in every new love you allow into your life, blessing and protecting those connections. I will be present in every achievement you accomplish, whispering words of encouragement when you doubt yourself. Stop diminishing yourself because of the pain you've experienced. That pain has expanded you, deepened you, transformed you into someone capable of loving with an intensity that few people can achieve. Use this expanded capacity to love to transform your own life and touch other lives around you. They end with a promise and a request. The promise is that you will never walk alone again. Even when you cannot perceive their presence, even on the most difficult days that may still come, they will be there. Working behind the scenes of your life, removing obstacles, creating opportunities, sending people in situations that will contribute to your happiness and growth. The request is that you honor the memory of the love you shared by living life to the fullest. That you don't turn your longing into a prison, but into fuel to experience all the beautiful things life still has to offer. That you tell your story when you feel it can help someone else, but that you don't define yourself solely by the loss you've experienced. You are so much more than someone who has lost an important person. You are someone who has been deeply loved, who has turned pain into wisdom, who has developed a rare ability to understand the eternal nature of true love. You are a bridge between worlds, living proof that loving connection transcends physical death. Now I want to extend a special invitation to you, dear soul who has come this far. If this message has touched your heart in a special way, if you feel that it is no coincidence that you are here today, I would love for you to join our spiritual family. Click the sign up button not only to receive more messages like this, but to be part of a community of people who, like you, believe in the continuity of love beyond physical life. Share your own experience in the comments. Tell us about signs you have received, about moments when you felt the presence of loved ones on the other side, about how this message resonated with your personal journey. Your story may be exactly what someone else needs to hear today, to not give up, to keep believing, to understand that they are not alone on this journey. If you have learned something new about eternal love, about the continuity of life after death, about your own inner strength that you discovered through pain, share it with us. We want to celebrate every small victory, every moment of reconnection with hope, every step you take toward healing and rebirth. And above all, if you have someone in your life who is experiencing loss, who is struggling with despair, who needs to hear that love never really dies, share this message with them. Sometimes the right words at the right time can save a life, can rekindle a faith that was fading, can be the bridge someone needs to cross the valley of the shadow of death and find the light again. Always remember, you were chosen to hear this message today. Among millions of people in the world, among endless possibilities of how you could have spent these minutes, the universe conspired for you to be here, now receiving exactly the words your soul needed to hear. This is not by chance, it is sacred. It is a divine gift for your weary heart, for your shaken faith, for your hope that was beginning to falter. Carry this message with you in the days to come. Return to it whenever you need to be reminded that you are not alone, that you are deeply loved, that your story is still being written, and that the most beautiful chapters are yet to come. From today on, when you look up at the sky, know that they are smiling down on you. When you feel an inexplicable breeze touch your face, recognize that it is their love reaching out to you. When a special song plays at the perfect moment, Understand that it is their way of saying, I am here, I never left you. You are loved, you are seen, you are celebrated. And your journey of healing and rebirth has only just begun. Welcome back to life, dear soul. The best is yet to come.